Yo, what is up, everyone, and welcome to my very first YouTube video. Thank you. And in today's video, in honor of Anime Reborn's World Collision event ending, we're going to be showcasing and putting all the units from that event on a tier list. All these units are going to be showcased with no traits, no stat rerolls, all at level 1. That way, it kind of just gives you a baseline idea of who to trade for and who not to, because it would be unfair if they were different levels or different traits, because I'm not grinding for all of them to have the same trait, same level, same stats. No, sorry. So the tier list is going to go, Broken is like anyone in this game could use this unit. He's really good. You should really get him. He would make your team OP. Meta is like, this team's still good. This unit's still good, but he's not broken to the point where top players are going to be using him for leaderboards and meta teams. Like, I still highly recommend this unit. Good is, if you're a starter, this unit's really good to have, and it would carry you through the story. And he could fit in the lineups very easily depending on what other units you use. Man, is like, it's cool to own. I mean, look back on memories, you know. And then Garbage is, this is a waste of space unit, like no value. He sucks. And you should just sell them. So if you like this video, show some love. I'd appreciate it. And if you have any tips or recommendations for games, let me know in the comments. I'm going to respond to everyone. And with that in mind, let's get straight into this tier list. So the first unit we're going to be showcasing is Yumcha from the anime Dragon Ball. On placement, he costs 300, and he's going to be doing 20 damage every about 5.5 seconds. So far he's been pretty cheap. So let's see if he has another ability. No other ability. So he does 50 damage every about 5 seconds, give or take, 4.5 seconds. And he is a multi-hit unit, so if you're a starter, I mean, he's good if you need a multi-hit for shields. But other than that, I think we could all assume this unit's just garbage. Like, you don't need him. Just takes up space. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, I mean, he's cool. But he's garbage in terms of units. The next person we're going to showcase is Arlong from One Piece. And on placement, he costs 500, doing 28 damage. His model is sick. So we're going to upgrade him. He has a line AoE on placement. And he stays the line AoE. And his max attack is 200 damage, give or take. 5.5 seconds. And he is also a multi-hit. So I recommend him over Yumcha. I won't lie, but still, same as Yumcha, you don't need him unless you're a low level, and for that reason, he's gonna go in garbage. Like, he's just gonna take up space in your units. Like, there's no point of having him. The next unit we're gonna be showcasing is Nezuko from the anime Demon Slayer. On placement, she's doing 24 damage every 6 seconds, and she costs 465 yen to place. She is a circle AoE that does a burn. And at max, she is doing 180 every 5.5 seconds. She has a nice character model, but same case as Yumcha and Arlong, you're not going to be using her past a certain stage because she's just going to become very powerless very fast in this game. And if you're a new player, I would recommend her for her burn to stop regen. But other than that, she's gonna go in garbage. She's gonna waste space, and you do not need her once you're past story mode 1. Now we're getting into the legendaries and mythics, and the first unit I'm gonna showcase of the legendary / mythic category is Orochimaru. He's the only legendary from the event, and he costs 805 to place, doing 111 damage every 7.7 seconds. Starting at a circle AoE. We're going to upgrade him. And at max upgrade, he's going to be doing 435 damage every 7.19 seconds. He's a lot better than Nezuko. I'll say that. And being a legendary, I highly recommend getting him if you're a new player. If you can somehow get him for free, he's really good because he burns and he does pretty good damage, although he's level 1. And he has a long SPA, so maybe you'd want to trade to lower that if you're new. But I recommend getting him if you're a new player. But if you passed, like, what is it, World like 4, you're not going to be using him. He's going to be weak, and you're going to have mythics by then. So for that reasoning, I'm going to put Orochimaru in mech. Like I said, if you're a new player, I highly recommend this unit. He's good, he burns, and he does decent damage. But past being a new player, you're never going to use him. He's just going to stay in your inventory. But it'd be cool to have. Be like, yeah, I have Orochimaru from World Collision. So that's why I put him in mech. Now for the good units that everyone has been waiting for, the mythics. First, we're going to showcase Grimmjow. You can also get him from the crates. He's cheap, only 1,200 a place, doing 466 damage on placement, and with a 6.72 SPA. I have Warrior 1 on him, sorry, but his passives are Scarring Opportunists 1, 100% crit chance against Scar enemies. So if you have Dio over Heaven, he's going to be good. And his second passive is the same thing, just another 25% crit damage. So if you have Dio over Heaven, he's going to be really good. But starting, he's very short in range, and he's going to be doing 466 damage on placement. Upgrade him. He gets the ability Gray, upgrade 4, which turns him into a line AoE, which is a Zero from Bleach if you watch Bleach. And we're going to keep upgrading him. So he actually gets the ability Zero at upgrade 8, which turns him into another Circle AoE. Just another Zero Bomb, I guess. And at max upgrade, he's going to be doing 3.2k every 5.76 seconds. Love his model. His attacks look cool. And he's a good unit. If you have Dio over Heaven, I won't lie, I recommend trading for him because he's going to be really good paired with Dio. And for that reason, I'm going to put him in good. He's not meta by any means. And he needs a very specific unit to be paired up with. Like, you have to pair him up with Dio for him to be really meta and good. But for that reason, I'd say it's a good unit to have and have stored in your back pocket if you ever need to do ability, like more damage to Scar opponents. So if you can fleece him, like be like if someone has extra Grimmjows and take him for free, I recommend it. But I want to go out your way to get him unless you have Dio over Heaven. Alright, and the last mythic to showcase is Tobirama. You actually get Tobirama from the bingo event. So if you finish your bingo card, you get him. And he has a sick character model. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a Naruto fan, but sick character model. And on placement, he's doing 476 every 5.5 seconds. He has Agile. I apologize again. But we're going to go ahead and upgrade him to his next ability. So on Shadow 5, he gets Shadow Clones. And he's going to be going 117k every 6 seconds. And then he turns into a circle. Okay, so he summons Shadow Clones and does Water Jutsu. It's not bad. He's actually a multi-hit, so good shield breaker. If you don't have a shield breaker. Should upgrade him more. And on his max, he has 3.07k. Max upgrades are 9. And he does Water Dragon. So he summons his clones again. Oh, so Water Dragon is literally just an ability. So using the Art of Ninjutsu, cast Water Dragons, dealing ×4 of his damage, and applies slow for 3 seconds. So it's actually a good ability if you need support. We're going to use it real quick. So I actually think it affects his entire AoE. And let's see if it's a global cooldown. So it's not. So he's actually a good support. Being able to place 3 of him would be a good support unit because you can just spam these water dragons and need slows. But other than that, I would say he's a good unit. He's not the main DPS you'll need, but he's a good support unit. However, I'm still going to say he's not meta. Like, you're not going to go out your way to get him, so I'm going to put him good, but I would say he's better than Grimmjow. Because Grimmjow is so, like I said, you need like the perfect scenario to be able to use Grimmjow to his full potential. Where Tobirama, he's going to be a good support. If you level him up, he's going to be doing like 12k damage. If you get a good trade on him, he's going to be really good support. And for that reason, I'd say he's close to being meta, but good. But he's above Grimmjow, for that matter. So now let's get over to the units everyone's waiting for, the big hitters, the secrets, and the exclusive Sid units. Alright, now on to the secrets and exclusives. The cream of the crop, a lot of people say. We're going to start with our first secret being Beerus. Beerus is from Dragon Ball, and his first attack starts as a circle, and on placement he's doing 718k. His passives have God of Destruction, gives him a 30% chance to instant kill enemies below 15% HP. So that's really good for like bosses, he can instantly kill them. God's Presence inflicts fear on enemies when hit, making them take 12% more damage. So once again, this is going to be like a support unit. This isn't going to be your main DPS unit, but he's going to be really good for support and breaking shields and getting those final kills. So we're going to upgrade to his next ability, Cataclysmic Orbs. Becomes a line AoE. I think everyone is not a fan of line AoEs, so... But at upgrade 5, he's doing a 1.81k every 7 seconds or so. Next, at upgrade 8, he becomes Hybrid, and he's going to have the ability Sphere of Destruction, which that's his max ability, max level. He's going to be doing 3.8k every 7 seconds, and he turns into a big circle, becoming multi-hit, I believe. But like I said, this is going to be your support unit. It's not going to be your main DPS unless you get like Miracle on him, then maybe. But it's going to be a great support for his instant kill and fear. So with all that in mind, I'm going to put him in meta. He's not the best unit by far in the game, but he's going to be a great support if you don't have any support units, and he's going to be great for like infinites. If you have a good like Miracle or Paladin on him and you take him for infinite for that instant kill and that fear damage boost, he's going to be really good for that. So I'm going to put him in meta, and I definitely recommend getting him. He's going to be great if you just need a unit to have support. The next unit is Aizen from Bleach. He does 790 on placement every 6 seconds. Here's his model. Has the holes in his chest. And his passive is 2 steps ahead. He has a 30% chance to stun enemies for 7.5 seconds and deals 275 extra damage, 275% extra damage to bosses if they're stunned. He's hybrid on placement, which makes him really good, makes him be able to hit airs and ground, but he is not multi-hit, so he cannot break shields like that. That's why you need to bring a shield breaking unit. So at upgrade 4, he's going to get Hado number 90, doing 1,650 damage every 6 seconds. And this is his attack. It's like Hado from Bleach. And then he becomes, I don't know why it says hybrid, but he becomes full AoE at upgrade 8 with Spiritual Pressure. It's kind of just like a big like burst of energy, doing 3.5k damage every 6 seconds. So his SPA actually doesn't change at all during his upgrades. And then his max upgrade, he's going to get the ability Breakdown Sphere, which it's kind of like a nuke in a way, but he does DOT damage, so he throws it down. And this unit's really good because he's hybrid on placement, and he kind of has a nuke, and he's full AoE. I highly recommend getting him for boss killing. I have a Paladin, Aizen, and he's my best unit as of right now. So for that, I'm putting him in Broken. If you get a great trait on this guy, max level, good stats, he's going to be your best unit. Like, I mean, unless you... I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but he's going to be one of your best units. and you should really try and get this guy for trading, because hybrid, full AoE, and kind of like a nuke in a way, highly recommend him. And the last and final unit, the hardest one to obtain, Sid Kagano from Eminence in the Shadow, or COD in this game. On placement, he's going to be doing 800 damage every 6 seconds with the ability Ego. Minus 5% SPA for each ability usage, up to 15%. And he gets plus 25% range if there's a boss on the map. And he is also hybrid on placement, which makes him really good. Like I said, for Aizen, you don't have to carry shields. I might carry a hill unit. And he doesn't shield break, however. So, also a downfall like Aizen. So, when you get to upgrade 4, he gets the ability Shadow Ambush. He's going to be doing 1.87k damage in every 5.5 seconds. He becomes a big circle now, compared to his smaller circle. It kind of jumps above him and like hits down. And then at a later upgrade, at his max upgrade, at upgrade 9, he does all range atomic, doing 4.27k damage every 6 seconds. The good thing about Sid is his ability. So this is his kill effect. It's kind of like a big nuke. And this is his model. Really love his model. And he actually has a cosmetic, only unit from the update to have a cosmetic. And this is why he's meta. I'll say it right now, he is meta. He's probably the best unit in the game because of this. We're gonna let him use his ability one more time. It is an all map nuke. So if I move him over here and max upgrade him, watch how broken this guy is. Uses his ability. It's an all map nuke. And his nuke does 20 times more damage than his damage. So, but the only downfall is global cooldown for his nuke. But this is the unit that I recommend getting the most. His nuke is going to make him great for infinites. And if you can get Miracle on him, by far the best unit in the game. Highly recommend him. And for that reason, I feel like we all know he's going to be broken and he's above Aizen. So this is the final tier list I have came up with. And I think you really need Sid and Aizen. And you should get Beerus, and these ones down here are not necessary, but the ones in good I do recommend getting if you need them. And the common theme here is better the rarity, obviously the better the unit, as it goes in every tower defense game. But I hope this video has helped you decide who you want to trade for and who's just not worth your time trading for. And obviously all the units in this video are going to be doing more damage with traits and with different stats, but I wanted to showcase everyone on the baseline so that way you got an idea of power scaling. That way one's not level 60 and one's level 20. But I really hope this helped you, and I hope you enjoyed. Remember, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what your favorite unit from this World Collision event is. Personally, mine's Sid. He's sick. His nuke is awesome, and I really like his anime as well. But I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time it is for you. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next video.